You are listening to Lone Star Community Radio on 104.5 KCZW LP Conroe and 106.1 KZCC LP Conroe and worldwide on irlonestar.com.
Hi, this is Cindy Cochran. Welcome to the podcast of my show. Remember, you can join me live every weekday morning from 10 to 11 a.m. on Lone Star Community Radio, on Conroe's FM 106.1 and 104.5, and globally on irlonestar.com. If you're a big fan of my podcast, subscribe to my YouTube and SoundCloud channels, and you're always invited to my Facebook page, The Cindy Cochran Show. The Cindy Cochran Show is brought to you by our titled sponsor, the Wooten Financial Group. Call today for all your financial concerns, 936-449-5952. Good morning, everybody. This is the Cindy Cochran Show. We're so happy that you've joined us. It's our privilege, our honor to have you here.
Yes, it is.
And we thank also...
is that the beautiful Joey I hear right there?
Oh,
right
wait a
now?
minute. I was going to surprise people. Hey, is this yours?
It is mine. Yeah.
It looks just like mine.
Well, I mean, it doesn't help that we both have iPhones. Yeah.
Okay, well, you charge up and then would you let me?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah,
I was on like 5%. I'm terrible. I am terrible at charging my phone at night. I'm just terrible at it.
That's the last thing I think about.
Exactly. Exactly.
No, you read it and text it so all the way
routines,
to sleep.
Joey, routines.
Right.
I brush my teeth, I go and plug my phone in, I get in bed, I set the alarm, and then I'm asleep.
Find that clip for Shut Up, Richard, and then see if they have a Jake.
I can edit it for you,
Yeah,
Cindy.
okay.
Yeah, there you go. It'll just be dead space on your podcast.
Shut up. No.
Oh, brother.
Well, I think that we've got a lot to talk about because there's a lot going on in this world today.
Absolutely.
And I am just thrilled about it. But first, I have to tell you, I wasn't here yesterday.
Oh, okay.
I wasn't feeling really great. But I thought, I can make it there. And the closer I got to have to leave, I'm going like, maybe a little late. So I called to tell Jake, if you could just play a couple of numbers, or if we could talk on my way in on the phone, I could do that. And Richard calls me back and goes, look, I don't want you coming on and doing a lousy show because you feel lousy. Just forget about it. We'll play something else. And I went, okay. And I was all ready to go and everything.
Oh, no.
No, but it was a good call. I have to tell Richard, good call, Richard, because I probably couldn't have made it all the way here.
Well, what was going on? It was
just stomach issues. You know, when you say that.
Yeah.
My granddaughter gave me specific instructions. Don't you ever use the D word or write the D word in the excuse that you give the teachers or something. This will get back to my friends. Don't say that word. I said, I can't even spell it, so it's okay. I've never been able to spell that word right. I've had 3 children, grown children, and having to go through and write their excuses for it.
I think I'm missing something. What's the D word?
I will not say it over the air because I back up your grandchildren on this. I do not like that word.
The D word.
The D word.
Okay, stomach issues.
Oh.
It could be.
It's a natural human.
Okay.
Vomiting
I was like, what?
Think Pepto commercial.
Yeah, I was not putting 2 and 2 together. Okay.
2 and 2 together. Very good.
Oh, hey. Unintentional pun. There you go. Okay, yeah. I'm gone. Bye, guys.
You've added to the show so much.
Joey has his liner for the day.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, I'm
You've
good.
done your duty.
I'm just going to zip
sorry.
it up right now.
I didn't mean to keep that going. Okay. So he just got it. Okay.
He's been slow.
I didn't hear that. One, but yeah,
you got it.
Yeah,
okay,
that was
very
good. That was good.
So, anyways, busy week.
Well, clap.
Anyway, what's today? Today's Friday, Thursday, Wednesday.
Yeah.
They had the talent show, and I told people that Samuel, my grandson, 12-year-old, is going to do this. He signed up for it. We were like shocked. You signed up for it? Yeah. I'm going to do the talent show.
Whoa.
And he decided, and I hope Don Wilson is listening now because this is so cool. He decided he was going to do this song, and as soon as he said the song he was going to do, we're going like, but Samuel, that's not going to show off your voice. You need to be doing something like this or that. And he goes, no, I'm going to do Can't Help Falling in Love with You, the Elvis Presley song.
Good song.
And so he found a track on his phone, and he said, "I'm going to do this," and it took him pretty high. The key was high.
Yeah.
But he's got a really good range right now. He's 12 years old. So, and he was hoarse the other week, and he thought he'd gone through the change, or not the change. He thought he had gone through puberty.
He thought he went through the change.
The change, and because he was hoarse. I went, I think it's more than that. You know, he said, well, people said your voice will sound funny, but I said, no, you're just hoarse from allergies. And so he goes, oh, okay. So, so then once he found this key, he says, well, I hope it doesn't happen before I have to sing the song.
Yeah.
Because that would be hard to do. So okay. So his mom heard the song. His mom is a professional singer, so when she heard it, she's going, no. You can't do that song. It's just nobody's going to be excited by that song. And he goes, well, I'm going to do that song, Mom. I'm going to do it. And so she's bringing him all these other songs to do. And he goes, no, Mom, I really want to do this song.
Aww.
So he's got to go do the audition. And he tells me, he says, okay, Grandma, I'm going to do this song at the audition. Just don't tell Mom. Just don't tell her. Because I don't want her to be mad at me. I'm not going to do one of the songs she wants me to do. And I said, okay. But and here, what's so bad is then he has grand stage mom saying, let me give you an idea. What? Because he can beatbox real well.
Oh.
And so I said, why don't you go out? You don't have to have instruments or anything. And beatbox. And he plays percussion. I said, and we'll have some like brown stacked boxes around. You just go sit on it. It's like there's an alley or something.
Yeah.
And you go ahead and beat out the rhythm and then do the beatbox. If anybody doesn't know what that means, can somebody give me a... There you go. Okay.
Yeah, I wasn't
That's a terrible version. But, that's the rough idea of what beatboxing
That's the beatbox with the word in it. Okay, so anyway, it's a little loose. Okay, but anyway, he says, Grandma, I'm not going to do that. And I said, then you can go ahead and sing some songs, like you can do a Justin Bieber song. And he goes, Justin Bieber song? I'm not going to sing a Justin Bieber song. And then but some of the other songs.
Just keeps getting better and better.
I said, just
Can't
sing.
Help Falling in Love with... Yeah, and then he hates Justin Bieber. So this kid is great.
And so he says, I want to do, and he says, I said, if you do that, do the beatbox, and then sing just a line from a really contemporary song, and then go to the beatbox, then come back and do another song, like Hold On to Me, I'm a little bit unsteady, I don't know the name, but it's real popular. So anyway, he's going, no, I'm not doing that. They'll laugh at me. I'm not going to do that. No, I went, okay, all right, okay. And I realized, back off. This is his deal. He feels comfortable with this song. Just let him go with it. And I told his mom, I said, he really feels comfortable with the song. And so I go to the audition with him, and I sit there. I'm so nervous. He gets up, he walks out of the stage, and he holds onto the mic, white knuckling the mic, and sings this song.
Yeah.
And I go, oh my word, he got all the way through the song. And so the kids all applauded, and were just so shocked.
Oh, that's awesome.
And so he had to come home and tell his mom, I made it, but I made it with the song Can't Help Falling in Love. And so she was like, okay, all right, well, let me work with you on it, okay? He says, okay, so he says, but I don't need much work, and I don't need people looking over my shoulder. I don't want to be micromanaged, okay, Mom? 12 years old.
12 years old talking about micromanagement.
Yeah, where I heard that word. So anyway, so we tried to back off and let him, handle it and all that. And so he worked on it a few times. I said, "You rehearsed?" He says, "I got it in my mind. I'm rehearsing my mind. I can rehearse anywhere, so it's fine. I got this." And so we're all thinking, he's so we're like scared to death now. We are just so nervous that night. Here it comes, and this is going to be it. And there's like 6 people before him, and we're going like, oh no. And these are all 8th graders, and he's in 6th grade. So these are all people that people know. And so when they announce the name, that this is the act of Joey Schmidt, and everybody goes, yay, Joey, we love Joey. Yeah. And he's a cheerleader and all that stuff. So there's so many things that go on. You're going like, okay, it's a political thing, but he's in it. I mean, he made the audition, and he's in it. So just be happy with that. And we were telling him, don't worry about, and they were going to give 3 cash prizes. And he said, man, I'm pretty nervous about that. I don't know if I can. I said, don't worry about the money. Don't worry. Just go out there and have fun.
Yeah, absolutely.
So we're sitting behind the judges, and we can see them, and they have their little lights on. And these are serious judges. They're writing down everything that happens, and answering all these questions. It looks like so. It looks like The Voice or something. This is American Idol. This is
do they have
so
the swivel
serious.
chairs that if they like you, they turn around?
I think they're the kind that will fall apart if you don't, because the chairs didn't look that stable. And they had the flashlights were not good. No, they didn't have flashlights. But anyway, so so it's time for him, and we're all like just hold each other's hands, like so worried. And here he comes. He says the next person is Samuel Combs, and so he comes. He walks out, and he's kind of really shy, and he goes over, and he takes the mic, and he starts singing the song, and we go like, what happened? His voice. He's singing Can't Help Falling in Love, but his voice is just he has practiced this, and he's practiced some runs, and he's done a little of his own through his own interpretation of it. And we couldn't believe it. We're just like looking at each other like, that's him. So anyway, he finishes.
Wow.
He finishes the song, and the people go crazy. The crowd goes wild. And of course, this is all filtered from the grandmother singers, but it seemed like everybody just went crazy. And I was looking at the judges, and they kept looking at each other and smiling like, who's this kid? So after it was over, everybody finished, and then they put everybody up there, and they say, okay, 3, the third place, and they announced somebody's name. And we thought they had they had a Jailhouse Rock choreographed deal. So they say, and now 2, Jailhouse Rock with this, and they came out and applauded. And now the winner of the talent show is Mr. Samuel Combs. And I mean, we all jumped up and started screaming and just couldn't believe it. And he throws his arms up, and he goes over and he gets the envelope, and he just has his arms up, and he walks off the stage. Walks right off the stage.
No thank you speech, no nothing.
No, he just went like, I can't believe it. He walks off the stage.
Ultimate mic drop. Boom.
And he went back, and then the teachers pushed him back out there. Go back out there, so he goes back out there, and he's just like, I can't believe this, and it was so cute.
Oh,
and
man.
it was amazing.
What was
$50?
Wow.
He got $50. Was first place.
Where was this when I was in junior
I
high?
mean, I couldn't believe it. And he just and his mom kept saying, "Don't open it now." He says, "Let me count it so I can see what it is." I said, "Just no, don't open it. Wait till we get in the car."
Just open it on stage. You're counting the money. Yeah.
Put it in a pocket.
Only $50? What is this?
My performance was warranted like 200 at least.
I mean, he says, "Oh, dinner's on me," And so it was.
Where were you going, Cece's?
No, we went over to the Pizza Shack, which would have been about $150.
Yeah, exactly.
But it was like the coolest, and people coming up, and the 8th graders coming up and talking to him, and he was just flying high. It was
That's
amazing.
awesome. Good for him.
Yeah, so
That is awesome.
it's so exciting to have a radio show that you can tell these things.
Yeah,
stories. So thank you guys for listening to that and being a part of it. Thank you for your indulgence. Listen, you're listening to the Cindy Cochran Show, and we will be right back with more of Joey Sheaf.
Every week I get asked the same 2 questions. Am I ready to retire? Will my savings last for our lifetime? Hi, this is Chris Wooten with Wooten Financial Group. Our firm has been in Montgomery County for decades, but the hopes and dreams of the people we serve never change. If these 2 questions are on your mind, we'd like to help. We have a simple, introductory client experience that allows us to get to know you and includes a few meetings for you to kick the tires at no charge. We'll provide you with a 1-page summary that helps you get a better handle on which questions are the right questions for you. To take the first step to a clear direction for your retirement, call Wooten Financial at 936-449-5952. That's 936-449-5952. Or visit us on the web at wootenfinancial.com. That's WOOTTON financial.com. Get started today.
And we're back on the Cindy Cochran Show. Thank you so much for listening. Thank you. And we thank also the Wooten Financial Group being so brave to be our sponsors, because we talk about anything and everything on this show.
Yeah.
Now, I can only express a question, and then maybe I can go, isn't that interesting?
Well, Richard's not here, so.
That's right. But since he is sitting like right over there, and he has Jake the intern. Here, Jake may tell him. If Jake will tell, no. But I have
Anything that is discussed in this show, I do not discuss with Richard.
it stays in this studio.
Well, now if he does any editing to it, he finds out. But I don't personally pass it.
Yeah. But anyway, so Joey's my compadre, who's my understands each other, and we know where we're coming from, so I can say things to him, and he can certainly comment on it, and I can go, "Boy, Joey, you're right," with my eyes, and I can only go, "Boy, that is a very interesting prospect. I'm just so proud to have you on here." So anyway, that's what's cool about. The host is not supposed to express her feelings about things, and because I don't want to sway anybody, or I don't want anybody to think that this show is all about that or this. What I'm trying to do, though, and what I don't get a lot of times, is that it's okay if I express what's happening in the world today. And there are a lot of important things that have gone on, and we need to not act
from
like...
a very unbiased point of view, sort of just like a reporter.
Yeah, it just happened. It happened. So here we are. It's like President Trump is going to these major players. He's going to Saudi Arabia. I can't say it, but he's going there, and they're rolling out the red carpet. Everybody's like shocked that they're not going to pull up some stairs to the back of the plane or something and say you can come down here. But they're putting out a red carpet and doing all this. But he's trying to get a lot of these nations to come together and be their own little NATO. Let them take care of this region and the problems that are there. Like, you guys take responsibility, step up, and let's be able to take care of this. So that's what he's doing, and this is a diplomacy tour. And boy, wasn't it a good time to get out of town, get out of Dodge? Talk about dodging all the things that has been thrown at him. I just, if you were president of the United States, Joey, how much actually could you put up with before you say, forget about it, y'all take it and run? Well, I'll give it to Pence.
You know what? It's interesting because I believe Donald Trump has, this is just my personal opinion, I believe he has some serious resolve. Just because he's been in the business world, he's led over 500 multi-million-dollar companies or subsidiaries, organizations, stuff like that.
Right.
And he has been in the business world for decades.
Right.
He's dealt with every sort of person you could ever come across.
An ego.
He's met and dealt with politicians before too. He's met presidents, tons of presidents.
Sure.
And so for him, but his mantra is always ahead of schedule, below budget.
Mm-hmm.
And that is the complete opposite of what you find in the government, both on the Republican and Democratic sides.
Totally.
Because they move at a snail's pace to accomplish absolutely nothing. And it's only all I was going to say was that it's only at the president's really push, or when he signs an executive order like Obama did in his 8 years. When he signed it, that's when things happened. When Congress had to meet over every little thing, when all these committees have to meet over every little thing, when the Senate has to meet over every little thing, it moves at such a snail pace to get nothing done. And I think Donald Trump's just not used to it.
No,
he's used to getting things done.
Don't you know he loves that when he found out that pen, an executive order, I can write this and it will, happen because they said yes, it will.
Exactly.
And so, okay, well, this is going to be easy. And then he realized what the hard part was to get the majority of the House and the Senate, which he has now, but he doesn't have the majority of those particular people on his side. Right. So the playing of politics in that that just sends me crazy, because a lot of stuff could be being done, but this holdup and this distraction now from getting stuff done. Yeah. But on the other hand, having a special counselor, it's not the prosecutor. It's now a special
committee.
I think it's counselor.
Counselor. No,
doesn't sound right. Counselor doesn't sound right. A special. I'm gonna have to look up the word. Cindy, do your prep work better than this. Well, anyway, Bob Mueller is the guy that's doing it. He's the guy that has been assigned to it. But and where is my associate producer that's looking this up for me right now.
I'm working on it.
Okay. And that we, anyway, so, but having this special, committee now will cause them to be able to, they decide the scope they want to make. They decide the money they want to spend. And they really have a lot of authority on what they look at. So maybe, just maybe, the Democrats may be afraid, be careful what you ask for, because this may engulf some things that they didn't want to come to light or to be part of this investigation. But that it's made a lot of people like so upset because like, this is so stupid. We've got more important things to talk about right now. But if they can put this aside and let this Bob Mueller take it and run with it, like, go run with it, but don't get in our way and don't trip us up, because we got to get this done.
Right.
But what kind of power, confidence of the other Republicans and all that, this gives them excuse to say, like, well, we don't want to do that right now. We don't want to talk about tax reform. We don't want to talk about Obamacare right now. Is this going to hurt it, impede it, and all that? What do you think? What's your feeling about it? I have no feeling. I just was wondering what you were feeling.
You're not allowed to have a feeling when on the air.
I love how I ask the questions like, this is what I think,
Yeah, exactly.
But I don't. What do you think?
I mean, I'm just going to go back to my earlier statement. I think all these ancillary things that are having to come about, all these committees that have to be formed for all these probes, for all of these investigations into Trump's relationship with Putin, into Comey's forced resignation, into all these ancillary investigations, which time after time, whenever they have asked, has any evidence come? They always say there is no evidence to substantiate our claims. But they still, it's crazy, because this world just cannot comprehend that Donald Trump is the president. I'm not even saying that the left can't comprehend. Some of the right can't comprehend that Donald Trump is our president.
Because if he comes in and does what he says he's going to do, and he's been trying, and he's been accomplished a lot of stuff, then it's going to be like, wait. Yeah. We don't need as much processing. We don't need as much of all the things that we have put in paperwork that we've said you have to have, because he's just proved you can just get this done quickly.
Donald Trump is all about streamlining.
Right.
He's all about streamlining. That's how he's done business for decades. And so to get into to government that does the opposite of that. They muddy the water so much that you can't even see where a process is going.
Right.
That he's like, okay, that's the whole point of draining the swamp. You know, on both sides. It's not just to get rid of the left or to advance the right. It's on both sides, because both sides of the government are poisoning this country.
And it's aggravating to us totally. But I think that we also the people that voted for him will also have a feeling of it's okay. Yeah, we understand it. We get it. The media, the mainstream media is not taking us under with them.
Yeah, I saw a quote earlier today, I believe, where Donald Trump did not become president or did not run for president to make the mainstream media happy. He ran for president to take care of the average man and woman and child.
Yeah, he said that in his press conference with that poor guy from Columbia. It was they were doing a press conference, and he had two questions, and Trump had two questions, and he never got to answer any question because all the media wanted to know about was the Russia thing, and that was it. So that poor guy just stood there like, okay, next. But I think it's going to be interesting to see what there is something that's afoot. This is really cool, and I'm going to talk about when we get back about. It'll be about Julian Assange, and also that. Yeah, Sweden has dropped those. But he still can't come out of there because Britain will arrest him. Right. So he can't walk out of that embassy yet. And there's something that's really interesting. It's like this mystery that's going on. So
you'll have to come back on the Cindy Cochran Show to find out.
Because I know you haven't heard all of these details in the mainstream media. Come back to us. We tell the truth. All right. No, we'll be back in just a moment.
Every week, I get asked the same two questions. Am I ready to retire? Will my savings last for our lifetime? Hi, this is Chris Wooten with Wooten Financial Group. Our firm has been in Montgomery County for decades, but the hopes and dreams of the people we serve never change. If these two questions are on your mind, we'd like to help. We have a simple, introductory client experience that allows us to get to know you and includes a few meetings for you to kick the tires at no charge. We'll provide you with a one-page summary that helps you get a better handle on which questions are the right questions for you. To take the first step to a clear direction for your retirement, call Wooten Financial at 936-449-5952. That's 936-449-5952. Or visit us on the web at wootenfinancial.com. That's WOOTTON financial.com. Get started today.
And we're back on the Cindy Cochran Show. Yes, we are. And I thank you so much for listening. See, when we talk during the break,
You're not allowed to discuss what I just said out loud. That was shared between the confidence of me and you and Joey.
Yeah.
why would I tell them that you thought your hair was, luscious and lovely and thick? And I wouldn't say that about you. My goodness, no. I just complimented him on his hair. I love Jake's hair. It's like 1940s type of style. Jack Carson. Do you know any of the 40s characters? Do you?
Somewhat.
You watch black and white movies from the 40s, 50s?
Not a lot.
I do, yes, with my dad from time
You
to
do?
time. Yeah.
Okay. Look up Jack Carson, and it reminds me of that type of hairstyle. It's great hair. Okay. All right, you're back on the Cindy Cochran Show. Yay, and we're so happy that you are and that you stuck with us. And I've got Joey Sheaf with me today.
Hello.
And I'm so happy that Joey's here to
I'm glad to be
comment on things that I can't comment on. And he's reading all the cue cards.
Yeah, exactly.
No, you see, Joey brings this laugh that we have to have. And if I don't get this laugh on Friday, I don't know what I do for the weekend. And so last weekend he wasn't here, and it just, but we got through, didn't we? We got through it.
We made it through okay.
Yeah,
The weekend was not the same.
Wasn't
though.
the same.
I was out fishing, and I just wasn't enjoying it quite as much as I normally do.
We're going to have to put his laugh on file.
Yeah.
So that we can use it during the week.
There you go.
Well, what we can do is we'll make it a liner, and that way when we come back to the show right before the music starts, we just have his laugh.
That's it. That's all we need.
Just 15 seconds of ha ha ha. That would drive me neurotic.
I just got to know, first of all, is your dad listening?
He is.
Okay.
He is. Yeah.
So
he
will.
He asked for a specification about something that you said when you were mumbling, but he stayed relatively quiet.
Mumbling? Me mumble? What are you talking about?
He was like, does Richard have halitosis or something? It's like, he couldn't understand what you were saying. I think it was in the first segment.
Oh, when we were saying, Richard, shut up. Well, we usually, Richard has been not unkind. He thinks it's funny, some of the stuff he says, and that he enjoys making fun of me. It just, he can't do it to his mom or his grandma.
Right.
So, but he takes it out on me, and
Right.
I provide that for him. So it's great. So when he says things and I can't, get back at him, it reminds me of Tommy Boy. And so in that movie, when he would say, shut up, Richard. And so I thought, I got to get that clip so that I can say, shut up, Richard. And I don't want Jake to hang around him too long, because Jake starts saying some stuff that's going like, I know where you got that from.
We're witty and creative people. That's all it is.
Yeah, that's it.
And we do it out of love. We wouldn't do it if we didn't like you.
Oh, really?
Yeah. At least that's what we tell you.
I think that's Jake's.
No, you know what that is? That's
reasoning.
like a bless your heart after they say something horrible about it. Bless her heart. She's so crazy, and I can't. I was leaving here one day, and he was talking to Mark and Kay on Mark and Hater show. Mark, the haters, hanging with the haters, and it's 12:00 on Wednesdays. And so I'm leaving, and I'm listening to the show, and I think this is so cool. And Mark says, "Well, Cindy told us the other day," and Richard just stops him, calling you. Please don't believe anything she says. and I can't call in. I can't do it. And so I'm throwing things at the radio. And so, anyways, I hope you guys are listening to us on 106.1 and 104.5. I did that yesterday. It was so much fun to listen to everybody.
It is. It's interesting. And and don't forget, guys, you can go back and listen on past shows. I've been binging the Monday shows for the Cindy Cochran and preparing for my first Monday bout next week. With,
That's right.
What's
Lieutenant
his name?
Bob Berry.
Bob Berry. That's right. So.
Now he's getting ready to retire, so I've got to find somebody that we can bring in here that has a lot of good past and a lot of good crimes that they have, and
well, he's got a rich history.
Yeah, he does.
So, I mean, we've got probably another 20 years worth of content out of him, at least.
I know. Yesterday's was great, and that was a while back.
Yeah, it was from, I think, last month. No, actually, it may have been all the way back to February.
Well, he told one, and I'm just going on and on, he says, well, who do you think might have done it? I said, well, I see some creepy guy that has real thick glasses that wears them about down to here, and they're kind of dirty around the edges. And I'm going through this, who I think it could be. And he goes, nope, you're wrong. So then he says some more stuff. And I said, well, then what's the stinger to this? And he goes, he was 15 years old. He lived across the street. And she wouldn't let him use the phone anymore for long-distance calls. And he got mad and took the poker out from the fireplace and beat her to death with it. And the whole time we were talking, I'm thinking of this older guy and somebody has done this. And it was the most violent thing he'd ever seen. And even the coroner said this was like, he hadn't seen that much blood and that much violence and hatred in the beating of this woman. So we have some good times on Monday. And so to get your weekend started right, go Monday and listen to the crimes that we have. It's a real crime with no names mentioned. But anyway, okay, I gotta say this.
We were teasing something before we went to the break. What were we teasing?
The Seth Rich murder.
Oh, yeah.
So you've read about that? I love the way you said, oh, yeah, he knows about that.
That's so... It's reeks
mysterious.
Of fish. It's so fishy. Let me tell you.
It is. Julian Assange did an interview with Sean Hannity. And he was talking about the people that work for him, his agents, and people that garner and hack into places and get these emails and stuff that he had. And he had received 44,000 emails from Seth Richards. This is what Seth Richards had given it to another agent, and they got it to Assange. Yeah. And Julian Assange kept saying, it is not the Russians. The Russians did not give us these emails.
Yeah.
It did not come from them.
Yeah.
But he wouldn't say who it was because he didn't want to unveil this
and get him killed.
This spy, the guy he had. But what happened was this was a DNC staffer who became very discouraged and upset about what they were doing and how they had stolen from Bernie Sanders. They stole. He should have been the candidate.
Stolen the candidacy.
Yeah, from him.
Yeah.
So he wanted them to be, shown up for what they had done. So he gives these over to WikiLeaks for this to come out, but they claimed it was all from Russia, but it wasn't. So Assange is talking to Hannity, and he just says, and so I mean, it's just like what just happened. Hannity, we can't talk about our agents because one of them just walking down the street in his neighborhood and got shot in the back.
Yeah. And
he said, who's that? Who are you talking about? He says, I can't give any names out. Well, then all this comes out, and this is what happened. And the D.C. police, the Washington, D.C. police said this was a robbery.
Yeah.
His watch wasn't taken. His wallet wasn't taken.
If it was a robbery, they are some of the dumbest robbers ever. And there's a Podesta email. John Podesta email that says, we need to handle this. Make an example out of the leaker.
Right.
Make it. It's so.
I mean,
it's eerie.
Right.
It's eerie.
Creepy.
I'm gonna say the evil that's going on. I mean, not one particular person, but just the whole broad scope of evil that is existing, that is permeating out of the situation.
And the guy that was kind of the go-between dies. But he dies of cancer, they say. Oh. But nobody's believing it now because the conspiracy theory.
Yeah. I'm keeping my mouth shut, but yes, you people are borderline conspiracy theorists right now, and you're jumping over real quick. As Richard would do with the little walking fingers, you're walking the line there, Cindy.
I am reporting what I'm reading.
That's
This
true.
is
Who? According to who?
According to the web. This is, of course, Bing.com.
Okay, is Bing actually reporting it, or where is Bing getting their information
No,
from?
Bing's getting it from conservativefiringline.com.
Okay, so according to conservativefiringline.com.
Yes. Now, the investigator that the Seth Rich's family hired came in and started doing the investigating on this, and he knows the computer that Seth used is in the hands of either the police, DC
or the
police,
FBI.
or the FBI, and he can't get to the computer.
Right.
So there's so many things that is so interesting. If you Google Seth Rich murder, and then read about it, and just look. They've got like 78 million hits on this story alone. So people are starting to read about it, but you're not hearing it where? In the mainstream media.
Well,
Fox.
and they're going to pick up on it too, because that's what they do. They want to know what people want to listen to and hear about and learn about. And so they're going to pick up on this as it goes, and then they're going to twist it and distort it the way they want to twist it and distort it.
Right.
So I and the Cindy Cochran Show encourage all of our listeners to go out, research it, review
For
it,
yourself.
and learn it yourself.
That's right.
Do it yourself, and that way you don't have to rely on the mainstream media to
But this is the
treat.
juiciest. This is the juiciest thing that's come along.
Yeah.
And it's going to be a book, and you're going to have to pay $25 for this book, or you can right now find out all that's going on in real time.
Yeah.
What's happening?
And honestly, I mean, I know that Cindy can't give her opinion, but she's doing it vicariously through Jake and me. But but that's the thing. It's like we're just giving our opinions. These are just our opinions. And the number one issue. The number one issue is that people are just taking everybody's word for it. That whatever their first source is, whatever their the first story that they see about it, whether it's right or wrong or indifferent or whatever, they're taking their word for it, and they're not studying up on it. They're not being knowledgeable
Preach
about
it, brother.
it.
That's right.
And that's all I believe we're doing right now. Is just giving our opinions so people have more access to more views on what the situation is.
And you can
please go search it.
You can go online and listen to the detective's story. Read what the accounts they have right now, and look at the timeline. The timeline is everything. I love this. This is going to be a movie. It will be a movie. It is just
it really is
interesting. So I just want to bring that to your attention. And know that this is getting a lot of attention, and we'll see what happens. So
yes, absolutely.
Go be your own reporters.
Go do it, and then let us know what you think.
Go research. Go do something. But
we'll be right back. Don't go away. The Cindy Cochran Show, real reality radio.
Brought to you by Wooten Financial.
Every week I get asked the same two questions. Am I ready to retire? Will my savings last for our lifetime? Hi, this is Chris Wooten with Wooten Financial Group. Our firm has been in Montgomery County for decades, but the hopes and dreams of the people we serve never change. If these two questions are on your mind, we'd like to help. We have a simple, introductory client experience that allows us to get to know you and includes a few meetings for you to kick the tires at no charge. We'll provide you with a one-page summary that helps you get a better handle on which questions are the right questions for you. To take the first step to a clear direction for your retirement, call Wooten Financial at 936-449-5952. That's 936-449-5952. Or visit us on the web at wootenfinancial.com. That's WOOTTON financial.com. Get started today.
Wait. Okay. No, I showed Joey.
Yeah. It's like this. You gotta point the.
What do you think? It's only one way you can draw a heart? No.
There are multiple ways, but this is the right way.
For the audience that is not currently watching us on the our YouTube right now, for those who are listening on the radio, we are making heart shapes with our hands into the cameras because that's what we do on the Cindy Cochran Show. We are unique.
It's all about the love.
Yeah.
See, mine doesn't look.
Love
mine looks
conquers
like
all.
Mine looks like binocular. Like, okay, why am I? Okay, my fingers are too fat to make a good heart. So. Anyway, I gotta tell you that, the only person of our whole group that went to the Kids Fest was Joey. And we never got a follow-up report from you, Joey, because we haven't seen you since Kid Fest. And so I don't know if it was good or bad, or did you have fun?
It was fun. Yeah,
okay.
No, it was a good day. It was overcast and windy all day. So at least we had wind. I mean, it was warm, but it wasn't too bad.
Right.
Where I was stationed right next to. I was actually.
Were you working the event?
Yeah, I work at the rec center right here in Conroe, and so our staff and then the staff of a sister location and the aquatic center all work together to work the information booths or to pick up trash, stuff like that. So
overall, scale from 1 to 10, how was it?
It was about an 8. I mean, we had a really good turnout. The vendors all got a really good business.
Good.
We were stationed right next to one of the diners right down here, a few blocks down, and they were playing 80s music like the entire day. There was a guy sitting outside. I think it started I think at 10. I think the guy got out at around 11 or so, and just sat outside being a DJ for his little restaurant. It was really fun because we were singing along to it, and people would go in. I mean, they got great business, so
they did.
It's really good.
See, well, we had something happened and I couldn't make it. Oh, I know, because I kept thinking it was going to be really bad weather, and so I wasn't going to drag the little grandson with the other two out there, and we have to go home. So that's why I wasn't there. So anyway, but that's always such a fun thing to do, and I thought, well, I'll talk to Joey about it. I talked to Richard about it. Nobody went. I'm going like, we had such a bad representation from our
Well, we just had a lot going on that
it was.
Rich had something else going on that weekend. I had we were painting my brother's house, getting it ready to go up on the market for sale. So yeah, we had a lot going on as far as our side, Richard and my side. So.
Yeah, where's your camera?
I don't have a camera. For those watching on YouTube, unfortunately, you don't get to see my beautiful hair, my beautiful face today. We don't have a camera.
We talked all that time, and I'm thinking that they're seeing you while we were talking about your hair.
Camera 3 is down currently, which is a shame, and we are in the process of getting a new one like the one we have currently on Joey and the one we have on Cindy.
Yeah.
And
that's the one I like.
We're going to get a third one of those for show purposes.
Yeah.
But Joey.
Yes.
Apartment. Have you moved in yet? Or
no.
When's the move-in date?
Not yet. August 1st is the move-in date.
Oh, you still got a while.
Yeah, we still got tons of time. Yeah.
Oh.
So I've been talking to the guy that I'm moving in with. His name is Dustin. He's a great guy. I love the guy. He and I are talking about furniture, talking about what we want to do, what our schedules are going to be like. So I mean, we're just getting all the logistics in. So when comes the move-in day? We got it going on.
Is it a 2-bedroom or a 3-bedroom?
It's a 2-bed.
Oh, I was gonna say, if you got a room for me, I'll come move in with you guys.
Well, we've already had a few friends of ours like, hey, can I just move in with you guys and like sleep on the couch?
And you had to say, Dad, no, you can't.
Come on, Joe, not now.
Yeah, Dad, no, he can't wait till I get out of the house. Let me tell you.
I'm sure.
I'm kidding.
Oh no, I'm sure he can't wait for you. No, I've been waiting for. I'm waiting to see him at church. I tell him thank him so much for listening and to commenting and interjecting himself into the show. I think it's great. I'm glad that he does. He's going to come on live.
Yeah,
he needs to come sit right there.
Well, I've told him, it's like, hey, why don't you come on the show? He's like, oh no.
Oh,
no,
yes.
I'm just going to listen. I'm just going to text you. And actually, he did text me something about our conversation that we had in the last segment.
What?
About all the things political and everything. So prefacing, this is my dad's opinion. That's
even better. That moves it so far away from us. Go ahead.
This does not reflect the Cindy Cochran Show or Wooten Financial.
This is my dad's opinion. But talking about all the political corruption that's going on with Seth Rich, the councils, the committees, and all that stuff, he says, quote, does anyone think the political elite is above doing something like this? If they walk like a duck and quack like a duck, they're a duck. This type of behavior has always been a part of politics.
That's right.
From the moment man needed a king or some sort of governing power, power tends to corrupt. Absolute power corrupts absolutely.
Absolutely, Joe, you're so fabulous.
So there you have it, from the mind of Joe Sheaf III himself.
So are you number 4?
I am number 4.
How does that? I don't know what that feels like. Like, how does that feel to be? I'm number 4.
Fourth in line.
Joey Sheaf.
Well, it feels exactly how it feels right now, which is, oh, you're the 4th. Yes, well, that's cool. Then you just move on. But actually, it's really interesting because my great-grandfather, he was the firstborn son of his family. My grandfather, the junior, he was the firstborn son of his family. My dad, the third, is the firstborn son of his family, and I'm the firstborn son of my family. And so now, like for my family, there's a lot riding on me. Yeah. When I get married, I have to have a firstborn son.
Well,
so are you gonna go with number 5?
Possibly. They're
the fifth.
He's quite the fifth. Possibly, but I don't know. I'm not sold on it yet. But most likely. I don't know.
Well, I'm telling you, if you have any more children, I'm sorry. Excuse me, Joe. That didn't sound right at all. When you have children, after you're married, I think it would behoove you to keep that tradition going. You know, that would be unless it bothers you while you'd have to say I'm the fifth, I'm the fourth,
right?
I take the fifth.
Well, let's be realistic about this. When he gets married, it's not going to be his decision. It'll be his wife's decision because that's what, you know, I feel like that is a fair trade. They go through all the pain, the work, the labor. I think they have the right to name the children.
How old are you again?
I'm 24.
His number is 936.
I mean, they do the work, right? Why should I?
I want you to keep that in mind. But that's why you need a prenup. Joey has no money, but he would want to have his child named the fifth. So you just do that in the prenup. If we have a boy, it's going to be called the fifth.
Yeah, no.
No, not Joey the fifth. It's going to be called the fifth.
The fifth.
Yeah, the fifth.
The fifth sheaf.
First name the middle name fifth, last name sheaf. The fifth sheaf.
Exactly. And then you start a lineage after that. So it's the fifth sheaf, junior, first, the fifth sheaf, the third. It's great.
So then they're going to say, he is 5 sheaths to the wind. No, it will be
we finished this show so perfectly.
Yeah.
Oh, this is the best segment I think you've ever done with me, Cindy.
This is great.
Boing, 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 boing. Okay. All right. So.
I do have to edit my previous statement about the lineage. Apparently, my grandfather was second born, but I guess. I don't know if he had an older brother or older sister, so maybe he was quite possibly still the firstborn son, but not firstborn.
Okay, you gotta get that right because we don't lie on the show.
Seriously,
I'm sorry. We only tell the truth on the show.
40
that's why we reference, you know, who we're getting our information from.
Oh,
there you go. I'm getting my information from my dad,
but see,
whose father was the second born.
And see, I kept telling Richard, they're gonna say I got my information from Cindy Cochran. That's all we need to say is it came out of her mouth.
The most reliable news source.
The most reliable. Would never lie on purpose. No. She may not got it right, but because she got it wrong the first time. But anyway. Thank you guys for listening so much. We thank the Wooten Financial Group for being our sponsor. And we want you to go have a great weekend.
Absolutely.
Just enjoy this weekend. Stay inside. Go watch a movie. It's going to rain all day. So just have fun.
Yeah.
Be careful.
Stay safe.
And we will see you Monday for Who Done It. Woo-hoo. Yeah. Have a great time. Cindy Cochran Show, Real Reality Radio. Hi, this is Cindy Cochran, and I want to thank you for checking out The Cindy Cochran Show and invite you to listen live every weekday morning from 10 to 11 on FM 106.1 and on 104.5 and globally on irlonestar.com. The show you just fell in love with was recorded and will be posted on our podcast channels on iTunes and Google Play. You can even watch the show on our YouTube and on TV with our City TV Channel 12 on Suddenlink. So make sure to subscribe to keep up with me. My Facebook page, The Cindy Cochran Show, is always a good place to contact me through messages, to interact live on the air and ask questions, make suggestions, whatever. Special shout out to the show title sponsor, the Wooten Financial Group.
Thanks for checking out this podcast of Lone Star Community Radio, Montgomery County's community radio station. If you enjoyed this recording, make sure to check out our past shows online at irlonestar.com or their respective video or podcast formats on YouTube, Google Play, or iTunes. If you have any questions regarding the show, either it being about sponsorships or questions for the host, contact the station manager at dick@irlonestar.com or call the station at 936-647-3776. This show is recorded in downtown Conroe, Texas at the Lone Star Community Radio Studios, and Lone Star Community Radio reserves all rights to this recording and images.